Sorry it's taken me so long to update again. I started Opti last Friday, so that's Opti Fast, which is the pre-op diet, which means I've got, from then, I had 2 weeks until surgery. From today, it's 1 week. It's creeping up fast on me. So exciting. In all honesty, the reason that it's taken me so long to update is probably because I took my photos last week, my before photos, and I did all my measurements, and I'm a little bit nervous about putting those on the internet, so no hate. I can't handle the hate. We all know that I'm doing this to get healthy, so please don't hate. I'm feeling very nervous about showing you all how I look now, which, you know, is absolutely bizarre because obviously I'm kicking around in real life looking like this right now, and even though you guys can't see me in real life, I'm just like a YouTube person to you guys, this, you know, intangible person. But in real life, people see me every day. My family and my friends, you know, my community members, they see me all the time, and, you know, somehow I kick on with life, so can't be that bad. But on the flip side of that, I mean, there's a reason I'm having this surgery. It's about health, and it's about my weight, and it's about my self-confidence and how I look as well, as much as anything else. And, you know, I'm the first one to admit, you know, the best part about this surgery will be losing the weight. So without further ado, before photos. So that's how I look now. I did also take some measurements. For reference, I am 166 centimeters tall, which is about 5'5" for those people who don't deal in centimeters. I'm also an Australian size 18 to 20 or even a 22, depending on what the clothes are. I do have some 14s and 16s in my closet. They don't fit. I do have some City Chic 14s and 16s that do fit. I personally think that City Chic sizing is, you know, a little bit kinder than pretty much any other brand. So, you know, it can be, you can fool yourself that you're smaller than you are if you're only living in City Chic clothing. So I wrote down all of my stats, and yeah, my husband helped me measure, and he's going to keep honest about everything. I'm writing this all down. I got this great little book. It's called Day to Day. I got it from good old Kmart, and each page has like day, month, year. It's blank, so you can fill in whatever you want, and I just sort of wrote down my stats. My handwriting's pretty atrocious, but yeah, I wrote it all down so I could share it with you the night before I started my VLCD, which was last Thursday, the 20th of August 2015, and I weighed 122.7 kilos. So quite big at the moment, and can't wait for that number to be less. For anyone who's following along at home, that's 1.7 kilos more than I was when I got my scales not like 3 weeks ago. So my food funeral was intense. My BMI at the moment is a bang on 44. Yeah, not great. Clearly a candidate for this surgery. My body fat percentage according to my scales was 48.8, which means that half of my body right now is fat. My neck, 38 centimeters. My bust, 117 centimeters. Arms left and right, my left was 51.5, my right was 51. Chest, 105.5. Waist is 107 centimeters. I'm not sure what the recommendations are, but I'll put that here. What it tells you, healthy, your waist, you know, they give you that number that tells you your waist should be under a certain amount to show that you're healthy. I'll put a link to that information. I think that's from the Heart Foundation. Yeah. My hips, 126 centimeters. And my ass is 129, which is nearly 51 inches. Like right around the middle of the widest part of my belly is 127 centimeters. So it's still smaller than my ass, but freaking huge belly. And I also did my thighs, left and right, were 82 and 80 centimeters. And my calves were 53 and 51. That's left and right. So pretty big at the moment. Going by my weight, when I worked out my BMI, my suggested weight on the Heart, I think it was the Heart Smart Foundation, whatever, BMI calculator, it was 51 to 69 kilograms, which means that like I am currently twice what I should weigh, according to them. More than twice if I want to get to the low end of what they want me to weigh, which is 51. You know, that would mean that I've got 70 kilograms to lose, you know, which is pretty overwhelming at the moment. I have more to lose than I should weigh. Anyway, today I'm 1 week down. I've got 1 week until surgery. I'm ready, set, go. I'm ready to do this, you know, now, but 1 more week of prep and then, you know, everything else. I have to get down there and, you know, be ready for admission. So I weighed myself today though, and I'm now 118.6. Hooray! Which means that since I started Opti 1 week ago, I've lost 4.1 kilograms, which is pretty good, you know. I'll admit I haven't been 100% strict either. Like I've been working pretty hard with trying to keep on top of my water, which I feel like is probably my biggest downfall, and I'm probably going to struggle after surgery. And that's why it's so important to me to get it started now. Hydration after surgery is made out to be such a big deal, and I know that it is. You know, getting that water and getting your fluids in, keeping yourself hydrated, because dehydration can be very, very dangerous, you know. So I'm trying really hard to learn that. The other part of pre-op is these delicious shakes. This is a coffee flavored shake that I have at the moment. I put them in a shaker. I have you know, this little shaker has like a little ball in it. It tastes okay. I make them on cold water. I don't use ice. I don't use a blender. It tastes fine, you know. It is what it is, you know. You don't try and convince yourself that it's a, you know, a Wendy's thick shake, because it's not. And I personally think they taste fine. They don't make me gag or vomit like some people say. It just tastes like a flavored milk to me, but some people really have trouble choking them down. So I've heard that putting them in a freezer for a little while is good. Even you know, yeah, crushing them up with ice in the blender. A lot of people seem to be doing that on the forums and groups that I'm in. And the bars and the mousses and the desserts and the soups all seem to be quite popular too, because people get bored of the shakes. I admit I do get bored of the shakes sometimes as well. I have a few bars, but I haven't started on the soups yet. I was thinking I might get some for next week, because, you know, especially after surgery, I'll continue to use them. So it's good to have those on hand. And, well, you know, how bad can it be? You know what I mean? So I do intend to grab some of those and have them waiting in the wings for me. Other than that, the doctor suggests 2 cups of non-starchy vegetables a day with dinner, plus your 3 shakes or 3 Opti serves, whether it be bars, drinks or mousse or whatever. I've also spoken to a dietitian who suggested having, you know, 100 grams of protein a day, lean protein. I've mostly been living on salads, to be honest, because they're easy and healthy, and I'm not really a fan of dressings anyway, so it's not really hurting me to not have them. A lot of people are keen on curries, and I have made a curry as well, and that came out really delicious actually. I just did it with a bit of curry powder. I didn't, like, you know, get excited about coconut milk or any of that, because that's, you know, obviously a fat serve and all that. You are also allowed 1 tablespoon of oil on OptiFast to, you know, fry your veggies in and that sort of thing if you want to. but again, I haven't really worried about that. Stir fries seem really popular as well. Some people do them with a bit of soy sauce, or any sauce that doesn't have sugar in it is good. Or even just plain, just with the flavors from your different herbs and garlic and ginger and all that. They're actually really tasty. I personally have used a fair amount of herbs in my meals because I find them delicious, and they're allowed and no calories, or very few calories. So my doctor, Dr. Lou, asks to try and top yourself out at 1,000 calories a day. I haven't been calorie counting. I looked at the back of the sachets of the shakes, and they're all around like 200 calories ish. I've just been sticking to what I was told to do. In my mind, all I can do is all I can do. My husband's a sonographer, so he did take me to get an ultrasound of my liver just to have a look and see where it was at prior to surgery, see if I'm healthy, and if I needed any extra, like if I should do longer on Opti, you know. So we went and had a look. He measured it. He did a volume. He looked for fatty tissue. This is what we saw. It is apparently the liver of a healthy person. Not fatty, not enlarged, very normal, very athletic looking liver, I was told. So that's encouraging. I'm still doing Opti and everything because I was told to do it, and I'm not going to risk not having my surgery done. But you know, I'm encouraged to know that my liver is not going to hold me back from having this surgery. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm pleased to know that I'm going in healthy, and that's good to know. I also on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, I asked and also I asked on my own Facebook page for recommendations for a walking pram. I have a Rosie baby at the moment. They look amazing. They look really cool. So expensive for what they don't do. They are, I'm sorry, but there's so many people that rave about them, but they are not that fab. And you know, they're quite plasticky. They're quite they're not smooth to walk or jog with. And after surgery, I'd really like to start walking or jogging with my daughter, obviously. I've had a few recommendations. If you have a recommendation, feel free to let me know. There's a couple that I really want to look at when I next get to the city and have a look at some prams, because I've had some really good recommendations. This pram I bought because it looked cool. Next time I'm actually going to try them and know what I'm trying it for. So hopefully I'll do better buying next time. I was very kindly given an older Phil and Ted's pram, which I will use in the meantime until I can upgrade if I need to as well. Perfect for what I want it for, so I really appreciate that. Shout out to Stacey. Thanks very much for the pram. I just want to get this party started. I'm so ready. I want to get this going. My family, my husband and my daughter, they're going to come with me to support me, but also I think they're going to have a little holiday. I don't know what kind of holiday my husband thinks he's having with a 1-year-old on his own, but more power to him, and I'm glad they're going to be there. It's nice to know that they'll be there to support me, and I am a big sook and will be happy to have my daughter nearby, because I think I get bigger separation anxiety than her, and that's saying something. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good. I became aware that one of the people on my Facebook support group discovered my YouTube channel and shared it on the wall there. So if any of those people from my September bariatric support group are on here, hey! And I hope that there's something in here that you enjoy watching. I hope I'm not too boring, or yeah, that you get something out of this. If nothing else, you know, this is supposed to be for posterity, just to keep a track of where I am, where I'm at, how I'm going, what my mental state is. And I totally encourage you to make your own channel if you want to, for the same reasons. And you know, in a year's time, we'll be looking back at these videos going, holy, I can't believe that's what I look like. I can't believe that's how my voice has changed, how my hair has changed, how my, you know, whole outlook, how my whole perspective has changed. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing how I change, because I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't about change. So much as you want to be yourself, and I will continue to always be myself, I want to see how I change. And I think part of that is this process, this journey. So yeah, anyway, this is getting to be quite a long video now, so I guess if you have any feedback, questions, comments, queries, anything, please say hello in the comment section. Like, subscribe, let me know what you want me to talk about next. I hope my next video will be a very a very nervous me giving an update as to how much weight I finally lost on Opti, and getting ready to board the plane, and then you know, get there, get this all happening. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.